Good morning, all of you again. So thanks for attending this webinar today. I can see good attendance here. More than 50 people are here. So I'm happy I'm presenting this session. So my name is Krishna. Many of you would be knowing me, and I know all of the many partners here personally who have joined in this session. So thank you so much for attending. So I'm the business head at A&T Video Networks Private Limited. So let me just give you a small brief about our company, A&T Video Networks Private Limited, which is a 25 years old company. Since 1998, we are in this industry. And I think couple of months ago, we had celebrated our Silver Jubilee function at Madurai. Many partners came to Madurai, and we had a good celebration out there. And we have been selling a video conferencing products since many years now, and using the vast experience what we have now, we become a OEM for our own video conferencing brand, that is A&T, and a lot of partners have already started selling A&T video conferencing products, and we are the pan-India distributors for Aver video conferencing products as well, which is a Taiwan-based video conferencing company. Many people knows that, and you are supporting us tremendously good. So today we are going to talk about two products, which is one of the best products in the industry, one of the pioneer brand, that is Aver. So we have a video soundbar called VB342 Pro, and a speaker tracking camera, which is a Cam570. So we are going to talk about this product today. So we'll talk about the features. I'll show you some of the interesting features what we have in this product. I think this is one of the, after Infocom, I'm conducting this webinar for the first time. When we launched, last year we had launched this VB342 Pro, and then we had only a couple of other sessions we had, and then a lot of partners wants this kind of a webinar. So I just want to show you, showcase the important features which is not there in other brand, so that it will be effective selling to you, so that you can position these products to your customers differently than other brands. So why Aver? That is the first question will come on your mind. So Aver is not a Chinese brand. So it is a Taiwan-based company, and which is a 40 years old company actually. Aver is a 40 years old company. And many of you would be knowing Aver Media. So from Aver Media, Aver Information Inc. Came. So Aver Information Inc. They are developing these video conferencing products, and they have a manufacturing unit, complete automated manufacturing unit in Taiwan. So they manufacture high-end video conferencing products with AI technologies. So there were a lot of products which was hit in the market, like Cam570, VC520, VB342. Many of you would have sold those products. So continue to that product. Now the next versions have come with a different type of AI technologies. So currently the world is moving towards AI technology, which is artificial intelligence technology, particularly after COVID, right? So after COVID, people does not want to touch the remote control, they don't want to touch the touch panel, or even they don't want to touch the table, right? After COVID, because people have the fear on their mind that COVID will spread, like they had in the mind, but currently it is not that kind of fearness is not there with people. But still, keeping all those in mind, Aver have developed some unique features, some intuitive features where it will be helpful for the users who are using in their conference room. For example, in a conference room, if you don't want to touch the remote control. For example, you are using a speaker tracking camera, but the conference room is really big, or speaker tracking is not working properly, for example. So you can use a gesture control. So that is what I was going to, I'm going to talk about those features today. So I'll show you gesture control feature. I'll show you a smart gallery feature, and I'll show you, of course, a speaker tracking feature. All those I'll show you. So before that, let me just share my screen and just talk about, I'll show you this product in the Aver website. Just five minutes, I'll share my screen, and then I'll quickly show the interfaces, what are all there in this device. I'll show you the interfaces, and then I'll currently have connected Cam570, the video what you are seeing from Cam570 from this device. So this is Cam570, and this is VB342 Pro. So my audio is getting transmitted via VB342 Pro. I'm using a VB342 Pro microphone, which is kept near to Cam570 for your information. So I'm just going to share my screen, and then if at all you have any questions, any queries, you can raise your hand after 11:45. So I'll wind up this session in half an hour. And 11:45, you can raise your hand and we can have a question and answer session for 15 minutes. Thank you so much. So let me just share my screen. OK, so this is Cam570. If you see, the design is futuristic. This camera is having a dual lens. There is a main PTZ camera on top, and there is a small lens is there available. And this is a 4K camera which comes with 12x optical zoom, which has a lot of features. Like speaker tracking is one of the main feature. This is one of the prominent feature we have, and it is giving a tough competition to the competitors like XYZ brands. And this is one of the very good model currently available in the industry, which can track up to 10 meters. So audio tracking is possible up to 10 meters. So we have done that in many customers' location. So this is a smart gallery view. If you see, there are multiple people are there in the conference room, for example. So this Cam570 itself is having a technology. It has an algorithm where it can crop their faces like this, and it will show you. It will show to the far end. So Zoom and Team is having a software feature with them, but this camera is having a feature with itself. So that's the difference between others and us, where nobody has this smart gallery feature. As I said, we have a gesture control feature. Cam570 is using a touchless gesture control. So you don't have to, as I said, you don't have to touch a remote control or a touch panel to control the camera. So that is what I'm going to show you after this a small presentation. And one good feature what we have it in Cam570 is a picture-in-picture view. So very less. I mean, there are, I would say, 1 or 2 brands only having this kind of a feature where you can use both the cameras simultaneously in the conference. If you're using Zooms or Team, so what you can do, a main camera can focus to a presenter like this, and the secondary camera can focus everybody. And you can actually define the layout, whether it is 50-50 or picture-in-picture or picture-and-picture, that you can define. I'll show you that in my actual demo. So this is the actual product. So the camera, it has two cameras it has, and there are 4 or 5 beamforming microphones is available inside the device. But that microphone, you cannot use it for the communication purpose. And this is the back side of the camera where a lot of interfaces are available, like PoE. It runs through a PoE. You don't have to give a power. So if you have a PoE connection, you can access the camera via PoE, and it runs through USB 3.1 type interface. Type B interface, I'm sorry. So it has an HDMI output, and it has an audio in interface also. So you can give an audio reference. For example, you're using any third-party speaker phones or any speaker, you can give an audio reference so that the camera will not track that particular speaker. So this has a good feature where you can give an audio reference to the particular speaker. And we have RS-232 interface. You can connect with any controllers which has RS-232 interface. So you can control this camera via LAN also, via RS-232 interface also. And if you are not using PoE, you can of course give a power DC 12 volt and you can use it. That's all about Cam570. And let me just give you a brief about VB342 Pro. So VB342 Pro is a video soundbar as you can see it here. And this is completely certified by Zoom, Teams. In fact, Cam570 is also certified by Zoom. The Team certification is still going on. So if you see, it is Zoom certified already. Team certification is going on. We are expecting by September end. So we should be getting that certification by September end for Cam570. But for VB342 Pro, Zoom Team certification is already done. Also, this is certified by Barco ClickShare. So VB342 Pro has a beamforming technology microphone. So it has 10 beamforming microphones. Of course, it has auto framing, speaker tracking, and smart gallery. Whatever I said for Cam570, it is available in this device itself. And it has a 4K audio, it has a 4K video quality, and it has 8-meter microphone pickup range. It has 2 speakers, which has a 6-watt output. So 6 plus 6, totally you can get 12-watt speaker output from this device, and it has 15x total zoom, which is segregated into 3x optical zoom and 5x digital zoom. So it has a motorized PTZ camera, a span tilt. It has a motorized PTZ camera rather than the ePTZ. It is having an optical zoom with a motorized PTZ camera, where the video quality will be much efficient than other brands in the market. As you see, it has auto framing and audio tracking, which is available anyhow. And as I said, smart gallery is also there. I'm going to show you that. Okay, so there is a good feature in VB342 Pro where you can expand the microphone or a speakerphone. So there are other brands which support expanding the microphone only in a video soundbar. But I think this is the only one-on-only device in the market which supports connecting expansion speakerphone also. So you can connect expansion speakerphone along with the VB342 Pro with 10-meter or a 20-meter cable. There are two variants in the cable. You can use 10-meter cable or a 20-meter cable to connect the expansion speakerphone or an expansion microphone. So you can connect either speakerphone or microphone. So that option is anyway available here in VB342 Pro. So there are interfaces. I'm going to show you that physically now. That's it. So I'm going to just stop the presentation now. Okay. So let me just show you this VB342 Pro first now. So VB342 Pro, if you see the, it is little bulkier. Maybe you can say it's little bulkier, but according to my perspective, this is not that bulky, which if you compare with other products in the market currently. And this device is having a PTZ camera, as I said. This camera is a motorized PTZ camera. You can see the camera can rotate. If in other brands, so I mean, many brands are having only ePTZ setup. And I'll show you the interfaces. Yes. Okay. I hope you can see the interfaces here. So this device is having a space to connect a 12-volt adapter, and then this has a LAN interface, and it has a USB 3.1 interface, and also it has an HDMI output. So many of you would be thinking, why a video soundbar is having an HDMI output? So that's one of the unique feature in VB342 Pro. So VB342 Pro is having a display link output. So I'll tell you what is display link actually does. So if I'm a guest who is coming to this conference room with my laptop, with my own device, assume this device is connected under the display, right? What happens if I want to run a video conferencing application from my laptop using Zoom or Teams? Right? People used to use some kind of a wireless collaboration device, right? There are a lot of wireless collaboration devices are there. In fact, in A&T also we have a wireless collaboration device called Aircast. Likewise, there are other devices like Barco, ClickShare. People use that. So alternative to that, people can do a presentation via this VB342 Pro itself. That is why that HDMI output is given. That HDMI output can directly connect to the display. And one USB cable, you can just take the output and give it take out from this device, and you have it on your table. So if I come as a guest, so I can just connect a USB cable into my laptop. My laptop's display will directly be positioned on the. You can see it on the display. My laptop display can see it in the main display, and also I can access the camera, microphone, and speaker of VB342 Pro. And my laptop's view can be transmitted to the main display. So it's like a local presentation also, you can do it, and you can access the camera, mic, and speaker, and you can have a Zoom presentation, Zoom or Teams meeting as also. So this is one of the unique feature in VB342 Pro. Where I don't think in any other brand this feature is available. So many corporate customers are buying this product particularly for that feature. They could have a small huddle room. In that huddle room, they keep this video soundbar. So anybody can come and anybody can use the laptop, and anybody can connect the USB cable and start video conferencing. So that is a easy use of video conferencing. People would like to have it. There are a lot of customers just using that. So that's all about video conference VB342 Pro. And if you see this side, okay. If you see this side, the other side of the VB342 Pro, I have a RS232 interface here. There is a RS232 interface, and also there is an interface for connecting expansion speakerphone or a microphone, as I said. It looks like a RJ45 interface only. I mean, it is an RJ45 interface. Directly, you can connect an RJ45 cable and connect the speakerphone or a microphone. Two variants, as I said, 10-meter or a 20-meter cable, you can use it with this device. But practically, you may not be required to connect a expansion microphone because the audio pickup of this VB342 Pro is really good. So I just want to give you a experience, because my conference room, my experience center, the length of this room is about 22 feet. So the VB342 Pro is kept at the far end. I mean, I'm standing at one end, and the VB342 Pro is kept at the another end. So I have a display there. Under the display, VB342 Pro kept along with Cam570. So since it has 10 beamforming microphones, wherever I go, however I talk, the audio can be here to the far end. So even if I turn towards the board, right, I'm talking now, you cannot feel any difference, right? Even if I speak like this, or if I speak like this. So the audio quality will be same. Let me just zoom in so that we can get some more clarity, better clarity. So I'm standing here, I'm talking, I'm facing VB342 Pro now. It is kept at 22 feet, and I'm facing VB342 Pro. I'm talking. I don't know how you are listening me. So now I'm turning towards the whiteboard. I'm talking. So the audio quality will be same. So that's the beauty of a beamforming microphone. So there will not be much difference. Of course, there will be a small difference, but there won't be much difference between facing the device and speaking and turning towards the board and speaking. So why I'm saying, because normally in the conference room, the video soundbar kept under the display, and people used to sit like this. So if you see here, I have a chairs, 3 chairs this side, 3 chairs this side. So people used to talk like this person will speak to that person, or this person, or to this person, right? When it turns towards the main person and talks, there is a possibility, if you don't have a beamforming microphone, the audio pickup range will reduce. So that is why Aver has introduced a beamforming microphone inside the video soundbar, where the pickup will be really good. There won't be any difference, right? So that's all about the audio pickup. I hope my audio is clear to you. I'm speaking in a normal way. I'm not shouting, or I'm speaking in my normal voice only, right? So let me just start showing about this Cam570 now interface. So this is the Cam570. Many of you would have already sold this device. So this is the Cam570, and this has a 4K main length and 4K PTZ camera on top of the body of the camera, and also there is a small camera which is kept here. So this camera, why many of you would be thinking why there is a dual camera. So dual camera can be used in a lot of applications, but dual camera is given because to increase the efficiency of the speaker tracking, that is number one. And to increase the efficiency of the smart framing, that is number two, because this lens will scan the entire room. So I think 95 degrees is the field of view of this camera. So it will scan the entire room wherever the human movement is there, the audio is coming. So this is the main camera which is talking to the microphone, and it sends the command to the main camera, and the main camera can track the person precisely. So that is why the dual camera is given. And Cam550, there is another camera called Cam550 in Aver. It is also having a dual camera, but that does not have a speaker tracking. So Cam550 and Cam570, there is only one difference, I would say. This camera is having speaker tracking. Cam550 does not have a speaker tracking. That's it. That's the only difference, where all the interfaces and everything are same from Cam550 as well. So if you see here, there is a place to give a power, which is a 12-volt adapter. You can RS232 interface is there, and then type B USB 3.1 interface is there, and then there is an HDMI output. And then, as I said, there is the audio in 3.5 mm input has been given here, and there is a PoE interface. So this interface you can use it. If you have a PoE connection, you can use it along with. I mean, you don't have to use any power if I use this. If you use this, and this can be connected with the LAN as well. So this camera can be controlled via any third-party processors. In fact, VB342 Pro also can be controlled because that is also having RS232 interface. But both devices can be controlled via LAN also. So using RS232 one option, or from LAN you can control the camera. So all the API codes are available. So I can help you to get those API codes also if at all you are integrating with any third-party controllers like Crestron or Extra or XYZ brand controllers. So that's all about the interfaces. If at all you have any questions about the interfaces or about the physical view of the product, you can ask me later. So now I'm going to show you a speaker tracking, audio tracking technology in Cam570, right? So let me just enable that audio tracking. Okay, now the audio tracking is enabled. So I'm sitting here and I'm talking, so it won't do much this one. So let me just go to another location. So I'm standing here and speaking. It is something 20 feet from the camera. So as soon as I started speaking, before that, I would like to tell you, I have a very good acoustic here. My room is fully acoustically treated. There is no chance of echo or no chance of other noises which comes out. Like we have a complete audio proof setup here. So the audio tracking, to use the audio tracking, that is one of the fundamental requirement I would request to tell you, because many of the partners or many of the customers would like to have audio tracking technology, but they don't have a conferencing setup, actually proper room setup, I would say, because they would be having a lot of glasses on the right side or a left side or in front of the camera. Then the audio tracking will not work properly, because for the audio tracking, if you see, you should not have any glasses. Even if you have glass, then you should have some kind of a curtains or have some blinds so that the audio tracking can work properly. So I'm just giving you an experience. I'm just walking and talking because how effectively the Cam570 is tracking my audio. It is very fast, because in the market there are cameras which will track the audio, but it will take at least 5 to 7 seconds. There are brands will do the audio tracking, but it will take 5 to 7 seconds. But our product just does in fraction of seconds. It actually depends on the distance between the camera and the voice is coming from. So basically, this is the technology. This is one of the AI technology, right? So AI technology, I mean, that algorithm actually defines how far the audio is coming from, because the tracking is happening from the microphone. So the microphone will sense how far the audio is coming, and then it tracks. So our Cam570 actually takes about 2 or 3 seconds. It takes, and then it tracks. So that is how our Cam570 does. So this audio tracking. Okay, I'm just. I'll come here and talk. This is a different pace. There you go. There is no. I mean, there is no much difference even if I speak near to the camera or from the longer distance. It takes about only 1 or 2 seconds to recognize the audio, and then it does it, right? It speaks. So here I would like to show you another good feature. So this audio tracking is there in a lot of devices nowadays. Now there is a different feature I would like to show you, which is called the presentation mode. So presentation mode is really helpful for the users if there are customers who are having a conference room or a boardroom with this kind of a whiteboard, for example, right? Somebody can become a presenter immediately, right? If there are 10 people are sitting, somebody can become a presenter, or somebody would like to write something on the board, right? What happens in a normal PTZ camera or a normal voice tracking camera? If it is a longer distance, I mean, either you will have to take the remote control and zoom in to that particular person and show what he or she is writing to the far end, or speaker tracking will track, but it has its own limit for the framing, right? So to avoid that kind of an embarrassing situation, Aver come up with the beautiful feature called presentation mode. So if I enable the presentation mode, what happens? You can actually define the area. So if I have a whiteboard here, so right, I can actually define multiple blocks. So I can have one preset that is block number 1, that is preset number 1, and another preset number 2, another block is preset number 3. If I'm a presenter, I'm going to block number 1 or block number 3 or block number 2, whatever. The camera will actually go to that preset. The frame what you have already selected, the camera will zoom into that preset. If the audio is coming from that preset, then it will zoom to the particular this one. So I have already, for the demonstration purpose, I have done only one preset, which is that podium. So I'm going to enable the presentation mode. You can see now I'm going to go and talk there, and then you can see the difference between a normal audio tracking mode and the presentation mode audio tracking. I'm just going to enable the presentation mode. Okay, now the presentation mode is enabled. So presentation mode, what happens if there is no presenter talking from the preset where the audio is coming from, the camera will track. So now if I go to the preset number 1, now you see, I just want to emphasize here, you can see the frame now. So the frame is something like from my head, there is a small gap, and then up to my stomach, it shows. On my right hand side and the left hand side, there is a gap. So this is the normal audio tracking mode. So if I go to preset number 1, you can see the difference. So now I'm standing at the preset number 1 and I'm talking. So this was the preset I've already done before this webinar starts. So if you can see now, purposely I have zoomed in and you can see the frame view, right? So this is how you can set multiple presets. So this is preset number 1. So I have set only one preset, and you can actually have this kind of preset, multiple presets like preset number 1, preset number 2, or preset number 3. If you have a larger whiteboard, this feature will be pretty helpful. So I can write, if I write something here, you can see it clearly, right? So that is why this presentation mode is really helpful. And also this presentation mode can be used, for example, in a different manner we can use it. For example, you have a longer room, like 30 feet room you have, and the far person, the farthest person who is sitting, if he is speaking, the camera can zoom in, but the frame may not be like this. So what you can do, you can set preset number 1 or 2 to that particular position, to that particular person. So when he speaks, it will trigger to that particular preset, and the far end can see his video on a bigger screen. So that is why presentation mode is very helpful for the customers, and many customers are happily using it, right? So I'm out of the preset 1 now. Now if you can see the difference now. That's all about presentation mode and audio tracking. And it has basic features like auto framing. So this is auto framing. So auto framing is pretty basic. So this camera can do the job. So Aver is one of, I think they are almost the first who brought this auto framing technology into the market. So they are very pioneer in this technology. So I'll show you now Smart Gallery feature. So no, before that, I'll show you gesture control. So I was talking about gesture control. So gesture control is something like you can actually control the camera with your hands, with your gesture. That to enable the gesture control from the PTZ app too. So Aver has own software. From that, you'll have to enable that gesture control. Basically, it is not recommended to enable that gesture control option when the tracking mode is enabled. For example, you're using presentation mode or audio tracking mode. It is not recommended to use any other feature because the camera will get confused. Now the gesture control is on. So what if I come and say like this? So the camera will take about 2 seconds to recognize and it will zoom in. So already the camera is in a zoomed in mode, so it will not zoom in. So let me just do like this. So I'm just giving a command to the camera to zoom out. So if you see, the camera is zooming out, right? So it's pretty simple. So whoever comes and sits here, so they can raise their hand. It zooms in because purposely I did not speak because people will get confused whether you are speaking. That's why the camera is focusing to you. No, it's not right. Actually, I'm giving a command by raising my hand above my head. So it just recognizes me. So I can just do like this below my head. I'll have to close my fingers and it will zoom out. That's it. So that's the beauty of this gesture control. This is particularly developed after COVID, this feature, and many people are using this feature, gesture control feature. And VB342 Pro is also having this feature. So whatever features I'm telling for Cam570, all the features are available with VB342 Pro also. But the camera quality is little different than Cam570 because it's a video soundbar. I'll connect that camera. I'll show you a little later. I'm going to show you the picture-in-picture now. So I was talking about the picture-in-picture video, right? So let me just show you that how the picture-in-picture works in Cam570. So Cam570 is having 2 cameras, as I said. So one is the main camera, one is the secondary camera. So I'm going to choose the picture-in-picture now. Let me just enable the picture-in-picture and I'll show you how helpful it is for you. I think you can see this. So in the picture-in-picture mode, so you can see the whole view of the room in the secondary camera. And here, if you see, I'm standing at this location. So this will be something helpful if you send this kind of a video to the far end, because people can see all the participants in one camera view and the main presenter in another camera view. So here you can actually change the layout also, as I said. It can be 50-50 or it can be like this. I'm just going to show you that as well. So this could be like this, or this could be like this, or this could be like this. I mean, this is just the secondary camera view. I've changed to secondary camera view now. Or this could be like this. So these are all the options are available. So these options are now happening through the USB, but the same way you can do it for the HDMI also. So there is an HDMI output. You can see that HDMI output, if you are taking and giving to any video mixers or anything, so you can do the same thing with HDMI output also. So far end can see the video what you are selecting. So to do all this, there is an application called PTZ app 2. So I'm just sharing my screen. I'm just going to show you that. So this is the application. So this is called PTZ app 2. So if you see in PTZ app 2, so if there are multiple Aver cameras are connected, both cameras will be visible here. So from this setting, I'm going inside this Cam570 setting, and then I'm going to settings. And then you can see a lot of options here, which is not available in your remote control. So you can you can actually change the AI direction source also. So currently it is AI lens. You can change it to main lens also. So here, if you see, you can change the camera moving speed. Currently it is on middle speed. You can change it to high speed also, and framing speed also you can control. You can do the framing size. How do you want, like tight, medium, or wide? And audio tracking, idle interval. I mean, there are a lot of options are available in this PTZ app 2, where here I just use this option. So I've enabled this PIP layout. If you see, PIP layout is enabled, off, on. So when you put it on, the camera will reboot, and then here you can select for HDMI, you can select all this, and for USB, you can select all this. So that's the beauty of this PIP. And also we have other options like image flip, image mirror, and WDR is one of the great feature, like where you can use it if there is a bad light is there in the conference room. And there are a lot of other features also available. You can actually change the zooming capacity. Currently, it is up to 24x zoom. If I enable 36x, then the camera will become 36x zoom. So this Cam570 is having 12x optical zoom and 3x digital zoom. So 12 threes are 36. So it's up to 36 zoom. You can use it. So by default, video frame rate is selected as 30 frames per second, but you can choose 60 frames per second also. But I would recommend you to have a good processing speed of your computer, and you should have a very good bandwidth if at all you're choosing 60 frames per second. And that's all about this Cam570. So I'm just going to switch to VB342 Pro. I just show you a glance about VB342 Pro also, and then we can just wind up this, and then we can have a question and answer session. Right. So let me just change it to VB342 Pro. Just give me a moment. Okay. Now I'm back with the VB342 Pro. So now if you see, currently I'm using VB342 Pro camera, and the microphone, of course, I'm using VB342 Pro only. And you can see the difference of the video quality between Cam570 and VB342 Pro. So here VB342 Pro having 3x optical zoom. As I said, it has a pan tilt zoom camera. So this is something like this. It is having 15x zoom, total zoom. Something is written on the board, you can actually read it. Just try to zoom this. Since the letters are pretty small, you cannot read it, but if the letters are big, then you can definitely read those. But for a conference room like this, like I have a conference room of 22 feet by 12 feet. So 12 feet is the width and 22 feet is the length. For this kind of a conference room, if it is 10 seaters or even for 12 seaters, you can use this video soundbar. The audio output is really good. The audio pickup is really good. And the video quality also will be enough for 20 feet room. So you can use this device. So let me just try to enable audio tracking, and then I'll show you how it works in VB342 Pro. Let me just enable the audio tracking here. Okay, currently I have enabled the audio tracking. I've enabled. Now if you see, the camera is tracking my audio by default. And let me just, so I'm in a different position. I'm speaking here. Speak from here. The camera can recognize me very well. There is no issue at all for the audio tracking. So let me just go to another location and talk. Near to the podium, you see, still it is tracking. There is no issue at all. Right? As I said, this camera is also having a gesture control. So let me just show you that also, just for a moment, and then you can see how it works. Let me just put it off. Gesture control is on. I'm just raising my hand like this. You have to be like this for 2 seconds, and then the camera will track you. There you go. So the gesture control will work. If I zoom out like this, it'll do the zoom out. So Smart Gallery, actually there are 2 options in Smart Gallery. One is the headshot mode, another one is the half body mode. So headshot mode is something like if there are eight people are sitting, so you can see in one layout, you can see the whole room view, and on top you can see 8 people faces. That is a headshot mode, and that is a half body mode. So half body mode means it'll be like you can see half body of the person, the participant. So that is called a half body mode. Headshot means you can see up to this neck. You can see this chest. You can see the people faces. So that is an alternate for the speaker tracking technology. Aver has introduced that. So I'm unfortunately I'm not able to show you that feature today. Sorry for that, but I can definitely record the that feature and I can show you that later after this meeting is over. I think we have almost done with the features and the uniqueness of the product. So we have about 10 minutes left to wind up this session. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start the question and answer session now. So people would like to ask any question, you can raise your hand, or you can, if you want to talk to me, you can talk. We can have a question and answer session. So questions are welcome. I could see a lot of questions already there in the chat box. Let me just try to read that and answer it. Rahul Joshi asked, does the USB cable comes with the VB342 Pro in box for connecting HDMI to display? Rahul, USB cable anyway comes with the VB342 Pro, but the HDMI cable may not be available. So HDMI cable you will have to use because HDMI cable will connect to the display. Rahul wants to talk. Let me just try to enable him. Or you can. Okay, I have another question from Sudhir. Or if you're not able to talk, you can put it in the chat box. I can just reply to you immediately. Does our speaker block the background noises like tapping on table? Is it possible to demonstrate? So there was a question from Vishal. Does our speaker block the background noises like tapping on table? Okay, we have tested that. So speaker tracking is something different. So if you tap on the table, the camera will not track. We have already tested that. So only it recognizes the human voice and it does it actually. So Prasanna's question was, speech tracking works up to what distance of the user from the camera? So speaker tracking will work up to 10 meter, Prasanna. It can work up to 10 meter. But please remember, the room acoustic should be really good. If at all you want the camera to track you at the 10th meter, you should have a very good acoustic and you should not have a glass window or anything. If you have a glass window, please put some curtains or use some something like to close the glass window, whatever. Okay, Sudhir has a question where I request you to please share me the recording of the session I was trying. Okay, Sudhir, we will definitely send you the recording of the session. Definitely, Ajit Patil, we can do that. Okay, so Param has a question. Do you require additional cable, HDMI cable from laptop to display, or only USB cable is good to go? For VB342 Pro, only USB cable is good to go because anyway, as I said, there is an HDMI output. You can take an HDMI output from the VB342 Pro and you can directly connect to the display from back to back. So only one USB cable is enough. But for a Cam570, yes, you'll have to use two cables. One cable will come to the laptop and one USB cable will be connected to the laptop as usual. And from your laptop, one HDMI cable should go to the display. Only VB342 Pro has that special feature. Param, I think I have answered your question. And Arun is having one question. During speaker tracking, how many people at a time can raise their hand during their speech? I think you confused with the two different features. So speaker tracking is different technology and hand raising is a different technology. So at the speaker tracking, if at all you want speaker tracking, then actually you should educate the customer. At a time, only one person should speak. So because that is one of the main problem with the customers. There will be multiple people will speak and the camera will get, it will get confused. Camera will get confused, right? So that is what I was saying from the beginning, because you will have to educate the customer. If you do not educate the customer will come and call. They'll call you why it is not working, this and that, right? That is speaker tracking. But there is an option in Cam570. You can enable conversation mode. There is an option called conversation mode. If there are multiple people are speaking, it will go to the conversation mode and it will become auto framing. That option is available in Cam570. And raise hand. So during raise hand, only one person can raise their hand and you can talk. After he completes his speech, he has to zoom out by doing like this. Then it will zoom out. See, I just did like that and the camera zoomed out. So everything is only one, Arun. Only one person should do it. That's the limitation, current limitation of the AI technology. Anil Mangalaji, you have a question. Glass is also okay with vacuum sealer double sandwich glass. Possible, we can try to do that, Anilji. Vacuum sealer double sandwich glass. I really don't know about that, but we can do that. If see, only issue is there should not be any echo in that conference room. That's it. That is the only thing I recommend. If there is an echo or something, then definitely camera will get confused because camera microphones are pretty sensitive. Because if there is a glass, your audio will roam inside the conference room. Then what happens? Then camera will get confused and it may tend to focus to the different location. Right? That is why I was saying avoid glasses. Rajesh G, is the product available on GEM for sale? Of course, I forgot to tell you about this. Rajesh G, thanks for reminding me. All of our products are available on GEM. I mean, people are selling it. And in fact, Rajesh G, who raised the question, is selling some good products in GEM. So ANT products, Aver products are available on GEM. So there is no issue. We can support you. If there is a proactive case, we can give you authorization code. We can lock the case. We can protect the case until you win the case. So I can give you a full guarantee that you get the order if it is a proactive case. Rohan has a question. Does the background noise such as tapping of tables, sipping of tea sound, etc. VB342 Pro? So the same, I think Rohan have answered the question. So tapping table will not affect the speaker tracking. So just a minute, just give me a moment. So can we enable VC520 Pro, VB342 Pro? Yeah, Rohan, of course you can use VB342 Pro, VC520 Pro, Cam570, anything with MTR certified solutions. There is no issue at all. If at all you are talking about that, that display wala, you can actually connect devices and you can use it because all are MTR certified products. Aver is certified by MS Team, so there is no issue, Rohan. So Ajit Patil has another question. Can we use USB-C to C or USB-A to C? Also work from laptop to camera. Ajit Patil ji, a tricky question. So basically in the box itself, you have a USB cable. In the device side, you have a USB type B. In the laptop side, you have a USB type A. So we give a cable type B to type A. That is the cable available in the box. You can use that, Ajit Patil ji. Okay, thank you so much, Rajesh ji. Then when additional mic is connected to the bar, that is remain active. You're right, Rohan. If at all you're using Lenovo Think Smart Hub Generation 2 or anything which is certified by MS Teams, you can actually do it. It will work, not a problem at all. So exactly now it's 12 o'clock. So if there are any other questions or any clarifications, any inquiries, you can actually send an email to me. I'm just putting my email ID here. Kindly drop an email to me if at all you're having any queries or any clarifications. And my mobile number is also given in the chat box. Okay, I think there is a question. When additional mic or speaker phone is connected to this bar, then does the built-in exactly? That's a great question, Mr. Danny. Mr. Danny, that's a great question. Even though when you are connecting the additional speaker phone, expansion speaker phone or an expansion microphone, VB342 Pro gives you advantage. Both the speakers, both the microphones will work. In fact, you have 10 beamforming microphones in the VB342 Pro, and you connect one more additional speakerphone or a microphone. So 10 plus 2, so total 12 microphones will work at the same time. Both speakers will work at the same time. So that's the beauty of this product. It is not like you are connecting an additional mic or speaker that won't disable the built-in audio of the device. That's a good question. Thank you so much for that question. And also you can drop an email to this email ID where if I don't reply you on time, my sales team would reply you immediately. So any other questions, any other clarifications, please put that in the chat box. I'm waiting here for you. So there is a question from Sunil Shavekar. Room size is 35 by 20. Please suggest the number of speakerphone along with the Aver 570. Mr. Sunil, you can use Cam570, not a problem. So you will have to use phone 540. Please use phone 540 along with 2 speakerphones. You have to use it. Sunilji, there is a model called phone 540 because Cam570 does not come with any speakerphone. It's a standalone camera. If at all you are using Cam570, you should use Aver speakerphone. You can use it, or any third-party speakerphone. You can use it, or you can use any ceiling microphone or any speaker. You can use it. So that's not a problem. But if at all you want to use Aver speakerphones, then please use phone 540 with 2 speakerphones. I think that's you're satisfied with my answer, Sunil. Kindly share the recorded video. Okay, sure, Kananji, we'll share the recorded video. There is a question from Ashish G. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Danny. When you showed PIP mode, you were manually zooming. Does it mean PIP speaker? No, it's not like that, Ashish G. I think I did not show that. In PIP mode, speaker tracking will definitely work. There is no, I mean, it is not related to PIP or a speaker tracking. It is unrelated. Both are different. Even if you enable PIP mode, the secondary camera view that is fixed, it will not move. But the main camera view, which was there on the right side, no, that will be positioned into the speaker. So in the picture, so the answer for your question is in picture-in-picture mode also speaker tracking will work. So there is no issue at all, Ajiji. Thank you so much. So any other questions? I think I'm getting some good questions from the partners. Thank you so much for those beautiful questions. So that your questions, when I answer, that's an information for my other partners also. Thank you so much for those questions. So any other questions? So I'll wait for your questions up to 12:15. So I'm going to wind up this session up to after that. Sneha. Hi, Sneha. So 50 feet room and 24-seater meeting room, VB342. No, Sneha. Please do not quote VB342 Pro more than, I would say, 20 feet room. So please use VB342 Pro in 20 feet room, not more than that. 20 or 25 feet, not more than that, because it has a limitation in the camera zooming capacity. So it has only 3x optical zoom, as I said, and 5x digital. So now if you see this camera quality, what you are seeing now, it is VB342 Pro quality. But earlier it was Cam570. The camera quality was really great, right, Sneha? So I would recommend to use Cam570. You may use phone 540 with 2 more speaker phones for that 50 feet conference room. I think I was helpful, Sneha. Thank you so much for that question. Anything else? Rajesh ji, I think you sent something. If you want to ask, you can just put it in the chat box. Soumya Shri Gowda, how many expansion speakerphone or microphone does VB342 Pro supported? Thanks for that question. So VB342 Pro supports either one expansion speakerphone or expansion microphone. Please remember, either one expansion speakerphone or one expansion microphone. You cannot club a microphone and speakerphone and connect to the speaker, this VB342 Pro. So VB342 Pro is one device. You can additionally connect one speakerphone or one expansion microphone. That's it. Only one. Because as I said, you don't have to use this VB342 Pro in a bigger room. So you don't have to connect one expansion more than one expansion speakerphone or one expansion microphone. For a larger room, you can use Cam570 or VC520 Pro 2 in that case. Thank you so much, Soumya Shri. Any other questions for my partners? I think you have been giving wonderful support to me. I mean, I could see great attendance here. Still, I could see 81 people are there. Thank you so much for being with me. And we'll continue to do this kind of a webinar. And also, please come to our Infocom booth. This time we have a bigger booth in Infocom. So please, all of you, I welcome there at Infocom booth, which is going to happen in Geo Convention Center at BKC Bombay. So our whole team will be available with, we'll be there with our collaboration products. So you can experience those products under one roof. You can see all the products. So please welcome. I'm just welcoming all of you there. So any other questions from our partners? And if there are Maharashtra, the partners who are there from, just the information I would like to give you, there are partners from Bombay or from Pune, Kolhapur or Solapur in that belt. So we are going to have a conclave and collaboration session at Pune, which is coming up in September 15th at the hotel, at Pride Hotel. That is on September 15th from 5 p.m. So we have a meeting, conclave meeting is there. I welcome partners who are from Bombay, Pune, Solapur, Kolhapur in that belt. Please, you can visit us. You can register and you can visit us. If you need any more information, you can contact me. I just give you my mobile number and email ID. If at all you want to visit us, you can visit us. This is my email ID and contact number. Anybody else? Anybody? Any feedback? Or we can wind up this session in 2 minutes. Maybe I'll close this. If nothing, then I can close at 12:10. And just for information, our products are available in all the regions like West, North, and South, Bangalore, Karnataka and Bangalore, and in Delhi, and here in Bombay or in Ahmedabad, Chennai. We have people and we have demo products available. If at all you are from those regions, if you want us to show the demo to the customer, we can come along with you to the customer location, your customer location. So we'll show the demo on behalf of you, and we can definitely try to get the order in favor of you. So standard warranty of these products are 3 years. All our ANT products, all our Aver products coming with 3 years warranty. Straight away 3 years warranty, standard warranty. That's the answer for your question, Soumeshwari ji. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jaswant ji. So Prakash, there is a question. ANT model support to IP-based location-to-location video conference solution. Currently, I understand your question, Prakash ji. Currently, ANT does not have a point-to-point video conferencing, but Aver has a point-to-point video conferencing solution. We have that solution. We have an endpoint solution as well, Prakash ji, and that is available on GEM. Not a problem. You can contact me, Prakash ji. So I expect all of you in our next webinar also. So we'll come up with some new products. So we have some great products coming up. VB350 is coming. Cam570 Pro 3 is coming. So we'll have a launch VB350 in Infocom. So unofficially I told you, but we have not given any official information. But we are going to launch VB350 in Infocom. Thank you so much, Bhupati. Thank you so much, Jinto. So your support is encouraging me to do this kind of webinar. So I need this kind of support. Again and again, so that we can come up with some beautiful products and solutions. Thank you so much, guys. It's really encouraging me. Thank you. If nothing, then we can wind up. Thank you so much, my wonderful partners. So we had a very good time. We had a very good interaction between me and the partners, and I hope I have shown you some interesting features from VB342 Pro and Cam570. We'll send this recording to all of you. Please be in touch with us. Please see our social, the post, whatever we are doing in the social media. Please follow us in LinkedIn. Please follow us in YouTube, and please see our emails. You can get a lot of notifications, and you can be up to date with our products and solutions. So with that, thank you so much, and stay tuned with us. Signing off, I'm your Krishna. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.